Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Zane. In the intricate tapestry of the British monarchy, the Windsors have recently found themselves in quite a quagmire. The royal family, traditionally seen as the epitome of unity and shared responsibility, is now facing a tumultuous phase marked by health concerns and internal divisions. The spotlight today is on how they've attempted to manage the complex dynamics of exclusion, particularly concerning the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Over the past several years, the narrative woven by the royals has been one of selective participation. The Sussexes have been systematically distanced from royal duties and honors, a move that has sparked widespread controversy and debate. This strategy was ostensibly aimed at maintaining a certain decorum and order within the royal ranks. However, the real impact of these decisions is now coming to light, as the family confronts the serious health challenges of King Charles and the Princess of Wales. These health issues bring an undeniable strain, not just on the individuals directly affected, but on the entire structure of royal engagements and responsibilities. The King and Princess of Wales, despite their best efforts, are understandably limited in their capacities, leaving a noticeable gap in the royal front. This situation raises a critical question. Why not allow other family members, including those previously sidelined, to step in and shoulder some of the responsibilities? The irony of the situation is palpable. The very measures taken to isolate certain members are now highlighting a significant vulnerability within the royal framework. It's a classic case of a strategy backfiring, where attempts to maintain a certain image and order have led to a predicament that calls for unity and support from all family members, irrespective of past decisions. The current scenario reflects a broader lesson on the consequences of exclusion. Actions taken in the spirit of preserving tradition and status can sometimes lead to unforeseen challenges, necessitating a re-evaluation of those very decisions. They did all of that to snub the first Black Duchess, and it boomeranged right back onto the left-behinds. Speaking of, the Windsors have also spent the better part of 5 years ranting about how the Sussexes are not allowed on the Fakakta balcony. This exclusion has been a topic of intense debate and controversy, sparking discussions far beyond the palace walls. It's not just a matter of protocol or tradition. This decision carries a weighty implication, suggesting a form of punishment or ostracization. The balcony at Buckingham Palace, traditionally used during the Trooping the Colour, has always been a symbol of unity and royal visibility. However, recent events have turned it into a stage of division. By explicitly excluding the Sussexes, the Windsors have sent a clear message, one that resonates with undertones of discord rather than harmony. This decision has not just affected those directly involved, but has rippled across to the spectators of royal traditions, altering perceptions and inviting criticism. The implications of this are significant, particularly for an event like Trooping the Colour, which is steeped in the celebration of the monarch's official birthday. The balcony, usually teeming with the vibrancy of the royal family, risks appearing significantly less populated. This sparse gathering could send a visual message of a fragmented family, at a time when public appearances are crucial for royal solidarity and image. Furthermore, the absence of the Sussexes underscores a broader narrative of selective inclusion, which could be interpreted as not just personal, but indicative of deeper systemic issues within the royal framework. This exclusion feeds into ongoing narratives about the family dynamics and the institution's approach to modernity and inclusiveness. As the debate continues, one cannot help but wonder about the potential for reconciliation and unity. Could there be a future, Trooping the Colour, where the balcony reflects not just the hierarchy of the monarchy, but the inclusive spirit that modern times demand? Gee, why didn't anyone think of that years ago? Despite Eden giving the green light to the Windsors to throw caution and working royal pretzel logic to the wind, the palace corridors whisper with concerns far deeper than just who stands on a balcony. At the heart of these hushed conversations is the palpable fear of King Charles and Camilla about losing their spotlight amidst the royal family's evolving dynamics. Imagine the scene: a grand royal balcony, traditionally a symbol of unity and continuity within the British monarchy. now a stage for a subtle but intense drama of visibility and influence. While the suggestion to include the entire family seems to promote inclusiveness, it masks a deeper narrative. King Charles, having ascended the throne after decades of anticipation, finds himself in a delicate dance of maintaining relevance and authority. The monarchy, an age-old institution, relies heavily on the visibility and public engagement of its members, particularly the king and his consort. With the media's lenses perpetually focused on the younger, more glamorous members of the royal family, Charles and Camilla's concern is not just about sharing a physical space, but sharing the limelight. This fear is not unfounded. The charisma and global appeal of the younger royals have often overshadowed the traditional, sometimes staid image of the monarchy that Charles and Camilla embody. Every appearance, every photograph carries weight, shaping public perception and the monarchy's future. Moreover, the implications of this fear ripple through the family. It influences decisions, invites scrutiny, and sometimes breeds a reluctance to embrace change. The decision to keep the balcony reserved for working royals only subtly sidelines potential rivals, under the guise of tradition and protocol. It's a strategic move, ensuring that the spotlight does not stray far from the throne's current occupants. Thus, the balcony, once a mere architectural feature, becomes a battleground for relevance and attention within the royal family. It's a visual representation of who is deemed important, who commands attention, and ultimately, who leads the narrative of the British monarchy. That, too, is why the balcony remains pale and stale. As we've seen, the royal family dynamics are a complex web of power plays, tradition, and personal vendettas. The Windsors Predicament is a clear demonstration of this complexity. The family has spent years creating a narrative that excludes the Sussexes, only to find themselves in a situation where they may need the help of extended family members. A trap, indeed, of their own making. The balcony dilemma is another fascinating aspect of this story. The balcony, a symbol of royal status, has become a source of contention and a reflection of the Windsors' racial bias. The exclusion of the Sussexes from this all-important space has not only drawn criticism, but is now posing logistical challenges for the family. It's an interesting proposition to consider the balcony as a space for the whole family. But why wasn't this inclusivity considered earlier? And then there's the fear of losing the spotlight. King Charles and the Princess of Wales, despite their health challenges, are still concerned about their position and presence. The idea of others stealing their thunder is a palpable worry, further complicating the family dynamics. It's a stark reminder that even within a family, power dynamics and the desire for attention can overshadow empathy and support. In conclusion, these dynamics paint a rather troubling picture of the royal family. The exclusion of the Sussexes, the fear of losing the limelight, and the reluctance to adapt to changing circumstances all contribute to a public image that is increasingly under scrutiny. The Windsors, it seems, are at a critical juncture where they must decide whether to cling to old narratives or embrace change for a more inclusive and compassionate future. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Zane.